know this is very abrupt. How did we get here? I don't know. But I have been going through a lot lately, and I kind of want to document me just coming back to me and then giving some tips on how to make yourself feel better. Let's get into it. I'm not home. I'm at my friend's house because thank God for good friends. I am currently trying to get my life together because life started lifing real fast and I was not ready for it. I'm not gonna go into detail to what was going on, but basically I was doing really well in my personal life and then I had a family situation happen. It's crazy to think that like as soon as something in your family happens, your life could go from yay, I'm so happy I'm doing so well, oh my gosh, God is good, yay, to what is going on? God, are you even here? Are you even listening? Are you real? Do you love me? You know, it's a lot. And I would say that I used to really struggle with, God, are you even there? Are you even real? But I feel like as I've gotten older, I've realized like he very much is real, very much is there for me. But stuff is still gonna happen and you really can't help it or make it not happen. It's just like the last couple days I've been getting out the house and just kind of taking a break from everything going on in my family. And I just want to clarify, you know, it's not like my family did anything bad to me. It's not like that. But it was a situation that none of us could control. Nobody did anything wrong. But I just needed some time to just be by myself again and get my thoughts together. Oftentimes, I feel like when you stay in your home, you may get caught up trying to make sure everybody else is okay and like be strong for everybody else. But the truth is like, you gotta get yourself together first. My sister told me that she was like, just like on an airplane, when you gotta get your oxygen mask, like they tell you, even parents, like you have to put your mask on first. Like, and that's what I'm doing right now, is just learning how to breathe again. I don't know, at a certain point in my life, I think I just realized that God has to do some things. Like if things never changed in your life, you would never grow. Learn how to do it on your own. You got to be alone to learn how to fly on your own, how to pick yourself back up. And you know, even though we hate it and we feel like, God, why would you make me like be alone in this season? You know how much I crave relationship. But sometimes God has to put you all by yourself so that you can learn some skills. And if you're going through it, it just means that there's still some things in life that you have to learn. That's what I'm learning right now. Right now I'm learning how to take breaks. That's the lesson of this whole thing. Yeah, sometimes in life that's just how it gets. And God has to put you in a certain season where you can just heal that inner child and like just be gentle with yourself. I saw this post today, right? And it said, the person you are today is someone you would feel safe with as a child. And I was like, that is so beautiful. Because I try to be a better person all the time, and throughout life I've always tried to like grow and evolve. But to think like about younger Rachel, when I tell you, younger Rachel would be shocked and just like in disbelief, because Lord knows life has been crazy since I came out the womb. All right, it's been on and popping. Like life really said, girl, strap yourself in. Going through different things in life has really made me like very empathetic. And like when people ask me like, how did you get so wise, or how did you get like all these tools and stuff to like, you know, get through life? Like, listen, I've had to pick myself out of very dark places. So I got really good at talking myself through dark places. I can talk other people through dark places now. I've always been transparent about my struggle with depression when I was 17 and just not really wanting to be here anymore because I felt like I couldn't handle life and I didn't see the good that was right around the corner. You know, if you ever got into that point, once you get past that point, like you have some new tools and you can use them for good, or you could use them, for bad, and go through life trying to make yourself the victim and always just like hurting people and this, that, and the third. Or you could use it to help people who are struggling in the place that you are. I am very transparent about my experience because you never know who's really just struggling in silence and just doesn't have anybody to turn to. I've been in places in my life where I felt like I had nobody to turn to, and so is life. So is life. Okay, that's the end of my life rant. So now I'm about to get into the face. I am just doing my makeup right now. This is a form of therapy for me. It helps me. It helps me because I feel like when I do it, it's very therapeutic. It's the same routine every time. And I feel like looking good makes me feel good. And if I look good, that's already half the battle. Taking pictures, for those of you who have my Instagram, taking pictures is a huge form of therapy for me. I feel like that's something that is always a go-to. Just my practical things, because I read my devotion, I watch sermons, and I listen to my gospel. That's a lot of powder. Well, we're going for that baked look today, okay? That's what we're going for. Especially recently, I've been going to the photo shoots because you pray and then you gotta get practical. And you gotta actually do things that make you feel better. So some of those things for me, I like to drink tea. Exercising is a big thing for me. Also, what else do I like to do? I like to go out. I'm gonna put this little meme in there. It's so funny. It's from Paid in Full. It's when Mitch was like, I just need to be around some love right now, or something like that. And I'm gonna post the meme in here. When I go out with my friends and stuff, that's my safe place. And that's been my safe haven for a while now, since high school, honestly, because that's just the place where I feel like I'm the most myself and I'm just accepted. And I have other safe places in my family and stuff, but I would say as I've gotten older, definitely being around friends, laughing, joking, that's one of my favorite things to do, my favorite pastimes. This is not even an official makeup tutorial because then I would tell y'all each product and I would do a whole, you know what I'm saying, but this is really just me trying to put myself back together again after all that's been going on in my life. It's just been really hard. I think the hardest part of this whole thing is that duality of feelings and emotions. Right now I feel multiple emotions and in life, and I feel like the main emotion is sadness. I'm really sad, sad thinking about the whole situation and just how it played out and just everything that's coming after, to clean up the mess. However, that sadness came abruptly, but before that I was extremely joyful and just anybody who knows me in person, I'm a very joyful person. You know how, what's his name, Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh? I don't give Eeyore. I give very much poo energy. I just be walking around looking for the honey in life. When stuff like this happens, I don't feel like myself because I'm just not that person anymore. I used to be a member of the Sad Girls Club, but I am not anymore. And that came from a lot of positive self-talk, a lot of prayers with God where I was just crying into my pillow. A lot of hard times just made me get to a point where I was I don't never want to see that hard time again. I don't want to see depression. I don't want to know her anymore. I do not know that girl. If I saw her in the street, I would not know that woman. If anybody's going through depression, of course, you have all my empathy, and I want you to understand there's no shame in what you're going through. But I've been there, and I don't want to go back. I've been doing good, and every time I get sad, don't get me wrong, I still get sad, but I'm ready to get back into the fun of life, the happy times. I don't want to be sad anymore. Guys, I'm about to do something real ghetto, and I just want y'all to get on board. I'm going to have to use lipstick as blush today, and I'm not ashamed. I have a friend that's a makeup artist, and I told her if she saw my routine, she would just cry. And this is one of those moments.
I'm having one of those moments.
This is definitely one of those moments where she would be like, girl, what are you doing? But look at the blend. Get into the blend. I actually like this better than my blush, because I feel like it just looks really, really natural. Okay, get into it. I'm gonna put some eyeliner on because I do want to take some selfies. Hold on. Gotta focus. This is not easy stuff. That was pretty horrendous. We're not gonna talk about it though, because that's what concealer is for. Concealer is to cover mistakes and bad decisions. I felt really bad because I felt like I didn't post, well, not I felt like I didn't post a video last week. I didn't post a video last week because of everything that was going on. And I felt so bad because I really was getting consistent. However, we're back, and I'm so proud of my perseverance because look at me, thriving, still doing what I'm born to do. Even though I'm going through it, and I'm proud of myself for rising above everything going on, because a lot of people, you know, would have been down for months with what just went on. But I'm not gonna let myself get to that point because I've been through a lot, and I feel like I'm very resilient, like at this point in my life. Satan be trying to knock me down, I'll be like, try again. Try again. No, please don't try again. I can't take it. Eyeliner's still not perfect, but neither are we. So we're gonna go into the lashes because sometimes lashes can cover up your eyeliner mistakes. And look what I got. I got brand new lashes. I got brand new lashes. I got brand new lashes. And oh, let me tell you about this sermon I watched. Oh my gosh, it was so good. So it was by Stephanie Ike, and it was called While You're Waiting, I want to say. Yes, I think it was called While You're Waiting. It was so good, and I really have grown to become a big fan of Stephanie Ike because I really like her podcast, The Same Room, because I feel like people think, oh, hip-hop, like, there's no Christians, there's no people who believe in God, like this, that, and the third, or actors, actresses, and stuff. They just think that it's all like, it's worldly devil stuff. No, but she really does like bring it all together because there are believers in Hollywood, and I feel like, you know, we follow these stars' lives and stuff, and she really does bring that to the forefront that God loves all of us, and it's really not our place to judge. So I love her podcast, and I love her sermons. And she did a sermon called While You're Waiting. She was talking about how we all go through this life talking about, I gotta find my purpose, I gotta find my purpose, I gotta find my purpose. But she said, like, we already know our purpose as believers. And that is the Great Commission to bring believers to Christ, right? And that's not, I'm not saying that in some weird, like, let me convert you way. Like, it's not like that. But I think showing people the light and the hope in your life, and telling people about God, like, it's just, that's our purpose. That's what we're meant to do down here. God will give you like a certain what word did she use? Vehicle. She said, like, God will help you find the vehicle that you can do that purpose through. So whatever, you know, as a believer, like, whatever you end up doing is just between you and God and the skills that He's giving you and all that beautiful stuff. But the truth is, like, we all really got the same purpose as believers, and that's to bring people to Christ. And that really, like, eased my mind. Like, it made me feel really like, oh, I don't have to find, like, my purpose. And another thing she said was that, like, your purpose could be a lot of different things. It could be to be a wife. Your purpose could be to be a entrepreneur. Your purpose could be like so many different things, to be a preacher. But she said, like, if that's your purpose, then there's a manner at which you have to live to be that. So if you feel like your purpose is to be a wife, there's a certain manner that you live in order to like grow and like get to that point. So she was saying maybe your purpose right now is to get therapy, because you don't want to be carrying all this baggage when you get appointed to your position. And if you're carrying all this like hurt and like a need for power, and you're just carrying like rejection and all this stuff, then when you get appointed to that position, you're just gonna basically mess it up. You gotta prepare yourself. So that touched me because I realized that I probably need another round of therapy, and I say that seriously because I really care about mental health and like seeking help and stuff. Sorry, this inner corner is not on, but I really care about mental health. I encourage anyone that, you know, feels like they could use some more therapy or get some therapy for the first time. I encourage you to just do it, because the first time I got therapy, it was the best decision I ever made, and I'm going back. I'm letting you know, I'm going back because life just keeps life, and now it's not even about, oh, am I crazy? Like I think I'm crazy. I think I need therapy. It's not that, right? Now it's more so about maintenance. Like, it's like, how do I make sure that I stay ready to be in a relationship? I just be dropping dimes, babes. I just be dropping them. I think I'm done. I just want to do a little bit of a highlight on my nose and my inner eye. I'm not going to do too much. I feel like this is like my natural, like everyday type of thing. So I'm going to do some highlight. Life was trying to make me think that, or I'm going to say the enemy, because life just be lifing, but the enemy was trying to make me think that my life was bad and that it was not going well. But the truth is, my life is going very well, and that's what the enemy didn't want me to see. He was like trying to distract me and, you know, point to all the bad stuff. But the truth is, like, he just didn't want me to see that life is really still beautiful. My life is still good. It's still worth living. And he hates that I feel that way. Like, he hates that I still have hope for the future and that I still believe that I'm going to be a great mother, wife, you know, entrepreneur, all these different things. He hates that because I've really been thriving. And so he has to get in there and try to make me not believe in myself, because that's the only way that I can really fail, is if I stop believing that life is worth living. Because I am shining even when I'm going through it, and that's where my highlight. Okay, well, I'm gonna wrap the video. I'm not gonna make y'all stay here all day. I'm glad that y'all tuned in. I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna put a little bump on my hair, give me a little volume or something like that, but I'm gonna do that off camera. So I just want to say thank you for tuning in, and until next time, keep it real.